everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout day for Friday, August 14th. So, happy Friday, this is the end of the week. Hope you all had a great week and are continuing to stay hydrated and cool. We're going to say that every day for the rest of August probably. So hang in there. Today's workout, we are starting off with every minute on the minute for 8 minutes. 3 to 5 reps of a choice gymnastics skill. That's going to be a pulling or hanging gymnastics skill. On this minute, and then that minute, we're going to do 3 to 5 deadlift reps, progressing load every time you come back to the deadlift. So we'll progress load 4 times through. This will just help you to rehearse your movement patterns in preparation for our deadlifts in our conditioning portion of the workout. So our gymnastics skill, like I said, is going to be a pulling or a hanging type movement. So you have the option of choosing a skill like kipping, scapular pull-up hold, or ring muscle-up transitions, or something similar that allows you to focus on a high skill relative to where you're at movement for this amount of time. So you get to pick what movement that is and what skill you want to work on. Maybe it's working on the turnover and transition into a dip for the muscle up. Okay, whether that's a bar muscle up or ring muscle up. Maybe that's shoulder positioning at the top of the pull up. So maybe we're going to work on 15 to 20 seconds top of the pull up hold within a bar in the rack, or feet assisted ring pull up. Maybe it's working on kipping, right? Sustainable and consistent kipping rhythm, and developing tension in arch position and the hollow position and active shoulders as we go. Now, if you're at home and you don't necessarily have access to this type of equipment, okay, I still want you performing some type of pulling movement. It could be a bent over row, could be a renegade row, could be a hang of sorts, or a towel row. Okay, some sort of pulling movement for, in your case, maybe 5 to 10 reps. Okay, and I want you just to focus on the skill and the position of the movement. So, for example, if you're doing renegade rows and decide to do that, okay, maybe it's that you're really focused on keeping your hips square as you rotate, so we're not rotating with that load. If you want to focus on some sort of skill and you're at home and that skill is not necessarily gymnastics related, but might be a barbell or a double under type skill, like jumping type skill, that's fine. I'm fine with that. So you could do it that way as well. So this is kind of a little bit open into interpretation, but particularly if you're in person, we're going to stick to gymnastics. But if you're at home, you have a little bit of leeway there. Deadlifts, what we'll be looking for is shins in a vertical position, feet about hip width apart, and for every rep, starting at the floor, finishing with our shoulder behind the bar, standing tall. As we go through, we're forming a checklist in our mind. Okay, we have vertical shins, tension to the hamstrings, tension to the shoulders. We're squeezing a piece of fruit in our armpit. We're trying to break that bar. Okay, to develop our shoulder tension, pressing through our feet to get nice and tall. Remember, as the bar passes the knee on the way down, lower the bar by lowering the hips ever so slightly. Okay, then when you're coming up, as it passes the knee, hips aggressively open to stand tall. From there, our conditioning portion of the day flows like this: 6 rounds for time with a 3-minute rest after round 3. So again, 6 rounds for time with a 3-minute rest after round 3. You're doing 5 deadlifts at a fairly heavy load, 10 kettlebell swings or dumbbell swings to an overhead position if you can, unless you have a shoulder issue, in which case you can go to eye level. And then a 12 for male, 10 for female calorie row, 10 for male, 8 for female calorie bike, or 100-meter run. So we're looking to work at about 85 to 90%, not necessarily maximal pace, but pretty close, riding kind of that red line a little bit, then taking a 3-minute rest, and essentially repeating the next 3 rounds. Your goal is to try to finish this 3 rounds, this chunk of 3 rounds in 3 to 4 minutes or less. Okay, so we should be moving that deadlift load. We should feel somewhat challenging as you go, but we should start off doing all 5 reps in a row. Same thing with the kettlebell swings. We're choosing a load that we can do almost all 10 in a row, if not 10 unbroken for sure. And then for the row, that's where that threshold pace is going to come into play, because as you hit that 3rd round, it's going to get that much more challenging. So the bulk of this workout is really about posterior chain endurance. Okay, so we definitely are going to need to build and ramp this up as we go throughout the next couple of workouts in order to be successful in cycling the bar and doing lots of those fun activities. So for the kettlebell swings, just keep in mind, whether it's kettlebell or dumbbell, that you're simultaneously opening the hips and the knees as you get tall. Okay, oftentimes we forget about straightening those knees and just overdo the hips and end up leaning back like so. So really get tall. On the flip side too, when you come down, it's okay to get the shoulders over the toes, as if you're karate chopping your waist in half. So you're actually hinging at the hips versus staying tall and squatting almost like that, a little more knee dominant pattern. Okay, so it's okay to get the shoulders over and perform your swings like so. Okay, so just wanted to make sure that was in your head as well. All right, guys, that is today's workout. Oh, I forgot. We have the cash out. Cash out for today is 2 minutes in a hollow rock position. So you're trying to accumulate 2 minutes and as least sets as possible in a hollow rock position. That's your cash out today. That's how you're going to end Friday's workout. Have an awesome workout and have a great Friday. And we'll hopefully see you over the weekend.